Welcome. I'm Voki the Amazing and I am here to share my fantastic world with you. I created it out of magic, so I've named it after myself. Alas, the name Voki. My world is surreal and can help your students connect to the material they're learning while applying ISTE standards and P21 skills in each lesson. Voki is quick to learn and easy to use. So come on, let's get started.
So as you can see, today we're going to learn about the program Voki. Voki is very useful for students and for teachers because Voki allows us to give our students the tools they need to communicate their ideas. Today, my goal is to share with you how to use the program and the benefits that it can have for your students. So let me log out so that you can have an idea of what we're going to be doing today. When you go to the home page of Voki, you're going to see this. It's very simple, and all you have to do is go into register or log in. So with this avatar program, students will be able to, together in groups or individually, create their own avatar that speaks and that shares ideas. You can also register for Voki Classroom or a Voki Presenter. However, most of the time I recommend using a free service. Now, it's important to note, though, that you do not even need to register if you just want to use this once or twice and have your students post to a class Facebook page. So let me go ahead and log in for you here. Very simple, and on my computer I actually have Remember Me. Okay, give me one moment here. Once you get into Voki, you're going to see this page. Now, I have created 3 Vokis for you. First, you saw Voki, our magician here. And to go into create a Voki, which again is an avatar that we can use for a variety of subject areas. I'm going to give you just a quick example. I would go to Create, just click on the Create tab, and you will see a random Voki pop up. So I can use this if I have a classroom or presenter. When you see that up in the top in the upper left-hand corner, you'll be able to know that if you don't have that, you can just use the free options. So I'm going to go to customize my avatar, and I will see different free options that I can use. And by clicking on the various levels here on the arrows, I can see what I want to use or not. In the case, everything that I see here with the graduation cap, that tells me that is solely for Voki Classroom. So let's click here on anime just to get an idea. Maybe your students are into anime and you have different options, or animals. Maybe we want to talk about the life cycle of sharks, or for example, talk about the fact that sharks do not sleep. So we could, for example, click on a shark. And now maybe I want to click done, because we are completely done here. And maybe then I want to go to backgrounds. Maybe I want to put my little guy here, my little shark, in water, because I'm not that imaginative. I see sharks as living in water. Or I could perhaps put him in a heart or a different scene. But these are holidays, so I'm going to go maybe to obscure. I could do a sports scene for my shark. Maybe he wants to be in a baseball area, but I'm still going to go keep looking. We're not going to go for indoors or nightlife because my shark's not into that, but he is into the outdoors. So let's just see what we have here. I could put him here, hanging out in the water. He jumped out of it for me. What a nice shark I have. Or I could put him in a swimming pool. I also have the options of travel. Or I could put him on a plane or in a skyline. Again, my options are pretty unlimited. I think I like this one though, right here. Though blue I think matches very well. Now maybe after I click done here, I think, I want to change the coloring, which in some cases is an option, but here I want to make the mouth smaller or bigger. I don't want my shark to be too scary. Maybe he needs to have an edgy body. Maybe he needs to be taller or shorter. I'm just going to leave him like that. Wider, narrower, again, it's all good. Now, once I get done here, I can either have my Voki call me on a cell phone. I can type my text, which might be the preferred method if I'm having my students type and I have many of them in the same classroom. I could upload an audio file here, or I could record it with a microphone. In this case, I'm just going to record. And I'm going to write, did you know that sharks do not sleep? It's an interesting tidbit. Now, I could use a variety of languages here, which you will see in one of the other ones that I wrote. But we're going to go back up to English. And again, I could choose various accents, or I could use my own voice. But in this case, we are deciding to use the voice that I've already put. Okay, with the typing. So Stephen's going to be talking for us. So now I can listen to it by clicking play.
Did you know that sharks do not sleep?
And all I have to do here is publish. And I can call this shark, because I'm very creative. Now what's interesting here is after I've saved this, I can decide the size of my Voki, small, medium, or large. My students can upload it to a class Facebook page, to their own page, or they can embed it into something like Blackboard, just as we've been doing with our videos. It can be further edited, or whatever it is that we decide to do with it at this point. Now, maybe I want to try and find some different lessons because I'm a little curious as to what I can do with Voki. In this case, I would just click on lesson plans. And since we're talking about science right now, I'm going to click down here and I'm just going to go to science. And all grade levels just for the sake of what we're doing. And so, for example, I'm just going to go in a little bit here. If we're talking about, this is done for a third grade class on solids, liquids, and gases, maybe I want to view this lesson plan. So I'm just going to click on View Lesson Plan. And here I can view the lesson plan that was created by the teacher. All of the work has been done for me in planning it out, and now these questions I can use to guide the lesson that I'm going to give with my students. So just to give you a couple more ideas as to what you can use Voki for, maybe you have students that don't talk much, so those students can have a voice with Voki. Another thing that I can do with this is apply it in a language class. So let me go back to the language that I'm doing right now. I'm teaching Spanish. And here is una introducción that you can see. And let me make this bigger for you to see clearer as it loads.
Hola, me llamo Rosalía. Soy de Londres. Visito a la ciudad de Nueva York ahora. Soy estudiante universitaria y mi carrera es química.
So I might ask my students, ¿cómo se llama la mujer en este Voki? ¿De dónde es? ¿A dónde está visitando ahora? Simple questions like that. ¿Cuál es su carrera y qué está estudiando en ese momento? And I could also change the accent if I wanted to. Right now she's using castellano. I could use catalán, gallego, or I could also use mexicano. Either or puertorriqueño, no importa. I could also use this application in history class. So for example, I have one here, our good old buddy Ben Franklin. And you'll take a look and see here, once I hit play.
Greetings. I'm Benjamin Franklin. I invented the bifocals to help me read, which you can tell by my glasses. Before joining the movement for American independence, I was an accomplished printer in Philadelphia. I also created the first university, library, fire department, and official postal service. After the establishment of the United States, I served as the ambassador to France.
Lastly, if you have any questions, Voki has an incredible place for you to learn and get more resources. Simple how-to videos and frequently asked questions, also with a blog and how you can use it with your iPad. I hope this is helpful and I look forward to hearing your ideas about Voki.